Hello hobby hunters, Neilus here with another unboxing video. And today's box was sent to me in the mail by a guy named BenXC. He has a YouTube channel on which he makes mostly Dragon Quest Builders 2 related content. And I've been talking with him on Discord and he somehow managed to extract the files from the game, the models and other things. And he also has the 3D printer, so he is able to 3D print some of the characters in the game. And what he did for me is he posed a few characters and then 3D printed them and sent them to me through the mail. So that's what this little box is. It's not a soda stream. But yeah, we'll check out what it looks like. He did say I was gonna be needing to cut some supports and all that, but we'll see when we get there. So let's go unbox this. Alright, so we're at our recording table and we got our little SodaStream box here. I'm not gonna show the top because it has my address, my full real name, and the sender's full real name and address on there, and we don't want to show that. Either way, let's just dig in. Alright, so here's the inside, and my phone's going off. Alright, so here's the inside, and I love how he packaged this. We got some support in here, dude. Look at that. Now this, my friends, is how you send a package. Alright, so I think this is one of them. Yeah, it feels hard, so I'm gonna put that there. And then we got the rest here. I'm gonna be very careful because apparently these things are very fragile. So I have to be careful not to break anything. Oh, and nice, he didn't tape it, so it just rolls open. So we got our first one here. Oh my god. Yeah, there's some supports here that I will have to cut away. I really hope I don't cut anything that shouldn't be cut, but yeah, that's our first figure here. You can see it's a character sitting on a chair, but we don't know what it is or who it is until we cut away the supports. I know who it is because I recognize that here. I'm gonna put it on the side for now. All right, roll it open. Let's see, who's that? We got one here. Oh, I know who that is. That, my friends, is my character in Dragon Quest Builders 2. So they're both sitting on chairs and they should be holding a cup, both of them. So you can see here Rosie is holding a cup. Oh shit, I just said who that is. All right, so you know now, it's Rosie. So Rosie's holding a cup and my character has an open hand. I think the cup may have fell out, but we'll see. Maybe it's somewhere in there. So I'll have to cut away the supports as well, and we'll see how that goes. It is pretty sturdy. The supports are very sturdy, so I don't think I can break it just by holding it, but I might accidentally cut something I shouldn't be cutting. Let's hope that doesn't happen. All right, next one. Oh my god, yes! Fuck yes! Oh, I found the cup as well. I'm gonna have to super glue that to the character. That's a very tiny cup. Well, maybe I won't have to, but we'll see. Alright, so this is one of the things I was looking forward to the most. You know, aside from Rosie and my character, because I love those two. But a Dragon Quest Dragon. I fucking love this thing. I have been a fan of this specific dragon ever since I first played Dragon Quest. Just the form, the spikes, that face, I just fucking love this thing. And it's awesome. And this one's 3D printed. You can see the polygons in there still as well. And I think I said I was gonna clean them up and maybe paint them and stuff like that, but I think I would lose the originality of these, because on these right now you can still see all the polygons and stuff. Like the character is shown without the textures, right? And this is beautiful. I love this. Yeah. Dragon Quest! Alright, so the final thing should just be a table, I think. For, you know, for Rosie and my character to be sitting at. Oh, you hear that? There we go. I think this is the only thing he cut the supports off. For my convenience, right? And you can see the polygons on this thing, definitely. You can see all of them. So this is a tiny little table with a candlestick on there. And yeah, now you can see what it looks like without the supports. So we got our table here. We got my character here. Her name is Samantha. I'm gonna call her Samantha because she has the teal hair. And I call all of my OCs Samantha sometimes. And then we got Rosie on this side, and they're not saluting. What do you call it? Fucking toasting to each other. There we go. And they're toasting to each other. So they're sitting on chairs, toasting to each other. There is gonna be a little bit of what do you call it? Clipping, because they're both wearing the same dress, and that dress, when you sit on chairs in the game, just clips through the chairs, right? It doesn't fold very well in the game, so it's not gonna fold very well in the figures either, but we'll see what it looks like when we're done taking the supports away. So yeah, I hope that when I am clipping the supports away, I don't fuck it up. Alright, so I might do this on camera, I'm not sure, I might do this off camera, but I will show you what it looks like without the supports. So let's go. Man, these supports are sticking hard. I don't know how I'm gonna do this without breaking anything. Whew. This is gonna be a task. So this is what scares me, right? You see this here? Dude has so many small little teeth, but the inside of his mouth is filled up with these supports, and I'm just scared to break them out of there and destroy the figure, especially on this side, because the supports are all over the sides as well. And I also noticed one of his fins here
is already fucked up a little bit. I did not do this. This was already like this. But I'm scared to cut around it and fuck it up even more. Now, as you can see, I'm making quite a mess just by clipping off pieces bit by bit. Because if I were to try a huge chunk, I would snap something off, definitely. And we don't want that to happen. Now, I'm trying to stay as far away from the actual skin of the dragon itself while cutting. But eventually I'll have to get close in there, like I did with the tail here. And you'll see it's not the best of support takeoff here, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit rugged, so you lose a bit of the polygons at the bottom. So I'm gonna try my best not to break anything and do it as nice and clean as possible. So let's continue. I really wish I had some more qualified tools for this. I'm pretty sure you could do it with this, but I don't have the most steady of hands. You can also see me going from the back to the front to the legs, to the back to the front to the legs, because I'm trying to have a system here, but it's not working out. So I'm just going all over the place, see if I can find a weak spot and then cut it out. This right here is gonna be one of the most hardest parts because it's right in between the legs, and I don't know how far exactly the stomach is, so I don't want to accidentally just go like this. You know, just imagine that the support is still here, and I don't want to go like this and then just snap, right? So I would be cutting right in the tail here, and it is very sturdy material actually. I won't snap it just by holding it in a weird position. Maybe for the small parts I might, but not for the body. The body is actually very sturdy. I think it's completely filled up inside as well. I think it might take too long to record this. It's not like a build kit. I can record that for 3-4 hours. This I'm gonna have to take my time for and be very careful with it, but I will show you the end result once I'm done. So I'm gonna cut it here, and you'll see me back when the supports are off. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see, I removed all of the supports from the figures. It actually took me all evening, so I'm recording this the next day. Let's have a closer look at the figures. So this is the dragon. Nothing went really wrong with this one. I was able to get most of the supports off without a hitch. And I really love him. He looks awesome. We do have some rough parts here, so I'm gonna need to clean this up, but I don't really have the materials right here. I have been using this one, which is used for the knobs on the Dragon Ball kits and other build kits. So I've been rubbing it over there, but it's kind of hard to get it off with this. And one thing that isn't as beautiful as it should be is this fin right here. Like I said earlier in the video, Yeah, this was already broken, or it wasn't rendered very well when it was making it, I guess, in the 3D machine. So yeah, this part was already hanging loose before I took off the supports. The hardest part for this guy was not inside the mouth, actually. It was the bottom. This middle section right here took a long ass time to take off. And what I did for the inside of the mouth was actually I used this nail file clipper thingy. This is what you use to get the gunk from under your nails, right? So what I did is just start prodding and poking on the inside until everything came loose, and then I, you know, wiggled it around until everything just came out. That's why it took a long time. I was really careful with this so I wouldn't break any parts. So yeah, the dragon came out pretty fine. I think if I clean him up a bit, he should be ready to be painted. How I'm gonna do that, I have no clue, but I'll figure out a way. It won't be this video, obviously, but maybe in the future I will make a video where I custom paint these, or I'll have them painted and I'll just make another unboxing video, I guess. Alright, next one. This one was already done. I think Ben took out the supports, you can see, and I showed this earlier as well, I think. Yeah, sorry, I'm recording the next day, so I'm not keeping track. So yeah, Ben did that one. And then we have Rosie. Now, Rosie lost part of her glasses. So it's right here. Oh, and she lost her arm too. I forgot about that. Shit, I'll put that here so we don't lose it. So yeah, here's the little part of the glasses that she lost. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to glue that back because it's very tiny. It's a very tiny part. So yeah, you can see from here. Wait, maybe if I use a tool to show it. Right here and here is where it's connected. So that part goes right there. And you can see my hand isn't the most stable, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to glue it back. And then we have the arm right here. I was reading Discord messages while I was taking the supports off, and at one point I got distracted, and while I was taking the support off, it just popped out. But you can see this is like a build kit. It just has a perfect shape that goes into the hole there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like made to come out. So yeah, that should be easy to glue back on because it already fits in that shape. All right, I'm gonna take this off before I lose it. And then the hardest part for this was definitely around the face because of her glasses and the skirt here, the inside of the skirt. I did the same thing I did with the dragon for the inside. I just took this tool and prodded and knotted until it came out. And the bottom here, all this I removed with the clippers, and that actually went pretty fine. It looks pretty sick actually, I love it. This is gonna be hell to paint because it has a faded color from blue to dark blue with white edges here. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, or if I can find someone how they are gonna do that. And as I told you, I think I said that there would be some clipping in the chair. You can see that here, the dress is clipped into the chair. And that's just because of how in the game, you know, you can't fold the dress to just sit on the chair like in real life. I mean, there's gonna be some clipping, and with models it's gonna be the same thing unless you specifically model them for figures. These were in-game models, so yeah, they are not fit to not clip. And you can see that at the bottom here, there's a crevice here where the skirt would be, and that is why it looks like you could just pull it apart. You can see it here as well. See? It looks like you could just pull it apart, but you can't because it's really wedged in there. Anyway, that's Rosie. You can see her earring here and here. And yeah, I neglected to mention that you might not immediately recognize her as Rosie because she is wearing this dress. Rosie is usually wearing some farmer outfits, but yeah, in my game she was wearing a dress and I asked Ben to specifically give her that dress so she would match my character. I forgot the name of the dress, but that's not important. Alright, and then we have my character. I think I said her name was Samantha, which is wrong. Her name is Zany. It's because I have 3 names that I use for all my video game characters and OCs and all that, which are Zany Jinx, or just Zany, Samantha, and Carrie Ann. Those are the names I use for all female characters. I should have some more, but you know, I want to be at least a bit recognized when I play female characters. So that's why I only use 3 names. Okay, so I broke off this thing. Very tiny. This happened when I was trying to get the supports from under it, and I went up with my tool a little bit too much and it just cracked off very easily. And this is like what happened with the dragon. The fin, right? It looked like this. So it wouldn't be nice if I kept it on the dragon, but here it doesn't really bother me. I might take it off eventually if I see that it will not look as good when it's painted, then I'm gonna take it off. So yeah, we got that. And this, you already saw that, broke off before I even started. So there you go. That goes in the hand. I'm gonna glue that back on eventually. And yeah, I like this one as well. The rose is very nice. You don't really see much damage on this one except for the hair. This was already like this, even with the supports on. When I took the supports off, I didn't break anything. It just looks like that. I don't know why, but there's no points in the hair. And then the back looks really nice as well with the spikies. And yeah, that's my character, Zany. On a chair. Same thing with Rosie here, the inside. I also use this tool, by the way. When I used the other tool, I prodded and knotted everywhere, and then I used this tool to pick out the parts that were loose. Well, you can see also these edges, they are gonna be hell to clean up because they have a lot of knobs hanging here. You can see that. I don't know if the camera is actually focusing. I wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry. Just talking here. Okay, so I think you can see it now. So all the parts right here, all these edges on the dress, they have all these little knobs here. And I think that's gonna be hell to clean up. Other than that, she looks pretty cool. You can even see her eyes in there and where they should be painted. For a figure made with 3D machine technology, I don't know, I don't have one of these. It looks actually really well done, in my opinion. Yeah, it makes me wish I had one of those, but I would be scared to have to do this every single time I make a figure. Because I would break a whole bunch of them, I think. Anyway, so point of this was to have a scene of them having a romantic moment at the candlelight, both having their drink. Rosie, you too. So we'll put that back in there. There you go. And they're toasting to each other. They're having a toast at the candlelight. This dragon was separate, but it would be fun that they have a toast and then this dragon just comes in like, that's my son you're eating. That's my blood you're drinking. Something like that, I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah. I like them. I hope I can get them painted someday. I'm probably not gonna do it myself. I don't have the steadiest of hands, but I would like to try, of course, but then I would have to get all these materials, which I don't have, and a good spot to do it because I live in a very small apartment and there's not much space here for spraying around with paint. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big Dragon Quest fan and I think I made that very clear. It is very nice to have these figures, especially one of my own character. You don't have a lot of opportunities to get one of those. And now with 3D printing technology, anything is possible. I don't think it's advanced enough to make very intricate figures. Like this, for example, is fine. This is rather simple. It's still very complicated, and you can see that there's still some flaws when you take supports off. But something like that is doable. Something like Pikachu, something round and not a lot of detail. As you can see with these figures, it's gonna be a little bit harder to get it nice and clean, and you'll have to do a lot of work to finish them up. So yeah, 3D printing technology is nice, but not advanced enough to do something like these, for example. Although I think you could 3D print something like this, but it wouldn't be as nice as these are. Especially if you have to paint them yourself. Look at this tiny fucking scouter. Anyway, that's it. Go check out BenXC on YouTube. He does a lot of Dragon Quest Builders videos. I'm pretty sure he does some other stuff as well. It's thanks to him that I got these figures, and I'm really happy about that. So at least go check it out. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe consider subscribing or just leave a comment, anything you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.
Can't really see my to-do list on here. I hung up this to-do list for the... I hung up this to-do list just for the video, you can't even see it. I got this from Lowerman's girlfriend. It's a to-do list and I have to write on there what I do in the week, right? So yeah, Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, nothing. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, your mom.